Hello, everyone, and good evening. Welcome to a live episode of Reality Hour. I'm your host, Adam Samuel, and today we are kicking off coverage Dancing with the Stars. And joining me is my co-host, Grace. How you doing today, Grace?
I'm doing well, thank you. 20 years of the show has been on the air, and I actually started watching American Idol that year. So I have been watching these shows for 20 years, and I don't know what that says about me.
Pretty good premiere, though. Did you
Yeah.
enjoy?
It was good. It was a little bit weird given that there were only two judges, but hey, it happens.
Yeah. Do we have any news about our judge returning this week? You want to explain for those who might not
Uh,
have caught the show what was going on?
yeah, so it was mentioned on the show, but Carrie Ann was not there. She was sick. I think this is the first time ever she's missed an episode because she and Bruno have been there since day one. And they didn't replace her, so it was just Bruno and Derek at the judges panel. And the scores were out of 20 rather than 30, and yet the lowest score in the history of the show, 8 out of 30, still stands. The lowest score this week was 9, even with 10 fewer points on the table. It did feel kind of weird to not replace Carrie Ann, and ultimately it was probably the better decision because it was so last minute, but people mentioned Julianne was a former judge and she was already there. So Alfonso could have hosted the premiere by himself. I mean, they let Tyra Banks host the show for 2 years. They could let Alfonso host the show by himself for 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
Or they could have just pulled a past pro out of the audience, which that I would have questioned.
I don't know. But it was indeed very strange to have them only be going out of 20. But overall, I thought pretty solid. Some good performances. I was happy. I've like rewatched a couple of them. I was like, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, there were some people that I liked, but overall, I am not confident that I'm going to win this year. If I
Yeah.
cared about winning for myself more than I cared about anything else, which I don't. I mean, a lot of people are already saying it's game over. I am not one of those people, but I don't think I'm going to win this year.
All right. Well, do you have any kind of like big news to talk about before we get into the contestants themselves, or any kind of like anything like that?
Not really, but before we do start, Alfonso and Britt, happy birthday to both of you. That's today for both of them. And we have the themes for the rest of the season, but I don't want to get into that right now. I kind of want to focus on this week first, and then we'll move on to next week.
We'll talk about it later on. All right. So, who do we have kicking us off, Grace?
Jordan Childs and Ezra. Ezra actually has a chance this year. Maybe.
I don't know how big of a chance, but
Better chance than he did last season, which says very little because last season his partner was Anna Delvey.
what do you think of Jordan?
First of all, they had a salsa to Break My Soul by Beyonce. Of course, the Texan and the gay both love Beyonce. Now, the gymnastics thing, like, because a lot of people have slammed Sasha for years for throwing in too much gymnastics. They had a salsa, so they're actually allowed to do that. Maybe it was too gymnastics heavy, but they kind of have to do that. It was a week 1 dance, so nobody was spectacular the first week. Nobody's going to be spectacular the first week. But I thought it was a solid start. They got 2 5s. I mean, all the scores were lowballed this week, but I thought they were especially lowballed considering they were first of the episode.
Yeah, I thought they deserved a 6. They were pretty good.
Carrie Ann would have given them a 6 if she were there.
I don't see her winning though. I see her, But anyway, a lot of contestants. So we'll just kind of keep going. Who do we have next? Dylan and Daniela.
And Daniela.
With that
and
song.
His whole intro, and this is just me coming from a woman's perspective, made him come across as a total douche. Am I allowed to say that? While Adam's coughing muted. It kind of like, I didn't even know you could say thirst trap on Disney Plus.
This one was deserving of a 5. Like, Jordan did not deserve a 5.
Yeah, I mean, a cha-cha to milkshake. The whole thing just was like, why doesn't he just dance to "I'm sexy and I know it?" Because that's what this whole thing came across as. The whole thing just kind of made me want to throw up, but I mean, he's here. And a lot of people apparently found him on the Traders really cocky and annoying, but he won there. He's not going to win here though.
Yeah, I
And
don't
that
know.
might just be part of the game. I don't know. I don't watch the show.
I think he'll go pretty far though. I think he's like mid pack.
Yeah, for now.
All right, Elaine doing what song was this?
Woman by Kesha. Margaret Blake herself. The villain, not the villain. There's some debate. Adam needs to watch The Parent Trap apparently because he has no idea what the hell I'm talking about. But yeah, she actually is a former dancer. She was one of the bigger surprises I had on my team. I know she was one of my later picks. But she actually did a solid job. She had a lot of good things going on. Some things that need to be worked on, but pleasant surprise, and I think she's got it in her. I don't know how popular she's going to be long term, though. That's my fear for her.
Yeah, I don't see her lasting that long. I feel like she'll be fine for now, but like in 3 weeks,
I mean, Alan's last partner made it further than she deserved to.
All right. Well, next up.
Sorry, Alona stands that are going to come for me all over the place, but she wasn't good.
Next up, we got Whitney and Mark.
The villain of the Mormon Wives.
Do you see the show? Have you seen it? Do you know anything about it?
Of course not. I don't watch trash. Why do you think we don't discuss The Bachelor here?
Trash.
Why do you think we don't talk about The Bachelor? Besides the fact that, I mean, I don't know if you'd ever want to, but Eric and I don't.
Okay. Well, what did you think of Whitney?
It was a good dance for week 1. I didn't get the judges and Alfonso acting like it was the best thing that he had ever seen. And technically they got a 14 because Bruno typed an 8 but put up a 7. So yeah, tied for number 1. I actually liked Another Girl better this week, but never underestimate the power that comes with being partnered with Mark Ballas.
This was a pleasant surprise for me. Mark, in my opinion, is the best coach on the show. So
he's only here so he can retire properly.
He won last time. How do you retire better than that?
Well, he retired. Well, see, Cheryl retired the same season, and she got a farewell dance because it was the I just lost my train of thought. Sorry, my dog's barking in the background. So she got like a proper dance. Mark retired on the tour, so he didn't get that. Now he did come back to dance with Charlie during the following season's finale. He was a guest judge last season. But like he's here so he can actually retire and hopefully stay retired unless he and his wife have more kids and he needs more money.
I think they're going to go far.
I do too.
Bet against Mark.
I do too. But somebody who I don't think is going to go that far because they had the lowest number of YouTube views. It's Hammer Time. Hammer Time is always a good time.
What do you think of Aaron and Britt?
Yes, they can't touch this. First of all, when you say you're motivated by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, you know how many better basketball players have been on this show? Not many, but Kareem was a very low-scoring contestant in a season that only lasted 4 weeks. Now, to be fair, he's like in his 70s, so he old. But like Iman won the show. Dwight Howard last season made it further than he deserved to. So there's better inspo. He actually had some decent like movement quality. The legs I was kind of having a hard time noticing because he had the MC Hammer pants on with the wide legs, so I couldn't really catch that there. I didn't think it was terrible though. But again, just like with some of the other contestants we're going to talk about, he clearly isn't that popular.
Yeah, I don't think he's long for the competition.
No.
But we'll see. Alex and Val.
Another former dancer, although when you dance on TikTok, it means absolutely nothing. Because I dance on TikTok too, and I look like a wet noodle. You don't need to see that. My TikTok is private. And there's a reason for that. But yeah, I feel like we get circus a lot.
Like
this was one of Yeah, this was one of my favorite dances of the night, funny enough. She had a lot of good elements. Her hips were good. It was clean. There were a few parts that were stiff that Derek talked about, but it's the first week. They were all probably nervous as all heck. So obviously they're gonna not perform to their full potential yet.
It's pretty good. I thought she's going to be here for a while.
Yeah, and again, Val is another one that I never underestimate the power that comes with, excuse me, I had hiccups. Comes with being their partner.
All right. Okay. It's your favorite contestant.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah.
No, that's a little bit harsh. I mean, it wasn't awful.
Grace's quote, "It wasn't awful."
And see, I thought You Can't Say Thirst Trap on Disney Plus was going to be the episode title, but that makes me sound like just disgusting. But no, they got a tango, which unfortunately was not a dance that suited Scott well. There was a bit where they were side by side. That was my favorite part. They did that really well. The parts that were in hold, I thought were rough. The technique was not great. He really needs to improve that if he wants to be in the show for the long haul. And he still is quite popular, but so he probably has a few weeks where he can just coast and get away with doing very little, but I'm going to need to see some stepping up from you, Scott. Don't let me down.
He's fine for now, but
definitely
gotta step it up, as you say. All right, Danielle.
What doesn't kill you? No, why am I singing a Kelly Clarkson song? I don't do that. I completely forgot that she was a cancer survivor. Completely forgot. But Topanga in the building. I mean, who doesn't love Topanga? Besides someone like me who's never seen an episode of Boy Meets World before.
I have no idea who she is.
You've never seen Boy Meets World? Ask your sister. She might. She's a few years older than we are. She probably grew up with that show. I don't know. Like, you can't be from our generation and not at least have heard of the show. I've never watched it, but whatever. But yeah, she's also, I mean, she's a popular actress. Again, everybody loves Topanga. The dance was fine. It really just was kind of forgettable, which is not bad because I've said it before. The only way or the best way to not be eliminated first is to not suck. And they didn't suck.
They're not going to be here for long afterwards.
They're not going to win, that's for sure, but probably won't even make the finale, but who knows?
All right. Let's talk about Jen.
Jen, who had a baby like 2 months ago. I actually read that she and Whitney were both announced for the show on the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives reunion, and Jen had her baby 2 days after that. Jen and Jan, by the way. So welcome to the show, Jan, straight off the Eras tour, which I did not watch. Adam probably did. Probably watches it every night.
Neither confirm nor deny.
What was that?
I will neither confirm nor deny.
Probably watches it every night before he goes to bed. But no, Jen has a lot of promise, but similar because she got a salsa just like Jordan did. I thought it was too trick heavy, but the judges didn't call her out on it like they called Jordan out on it. So double standards much? Or maybe they're just being nice to Jan because he's pretty. I don't know. He is pretty.
You know? No, but she was also pretty good. Like, she'll be here for a bit. I think
she
Whitney's
will,
going further, but I think she'll...
Yeah, I was going to say, like, even Whitney pointed out a rivalry between the two of them, and I don't want to do that just now, but if I did have to give one of them a point, I would give it to Whitney.
Yeah.
But I am not giving my points to Corey Feldman and Jenna.
Oh, Corey. He's trying. Like, he really tried.
Yeah, poor Jenna. Last season, she undeservingly won the show, and this year she gets this. And also, he does have scoliosis, so posture for him is going to be difficult for the few weeks that he is in the competition. Matt, I don't feel bad for Jenna. She shouldn't have won last year. She stole that trophy from Chandler and Brandon. But yeah, it's still rock and roll to me. Everybody had very low expectations for Corey, and for me, they did nothing to shake that image. Although I am going to put Julianne Hough on my fecal roster because she had the nerve, she had the audacity to ask who's a better dancer, Corey or Alfonso. One of them won the damn show. Just saying.
Oh boy.
Alfonso is the GOAT. Nobody
Lauren.
comes after him. I love that man.
Let's talk about Lauren. How'd
Lauren
you do?
Jareggi, the third Fifth Harmony member to do this show. I guess we need to get Diane and Dinah, whatever her name is, and Camilla to be on at some point.
I don't think they're gonna get one. Camilla might be tough, but
Camilla's the most famous. Dinah's the least famous. But yeah, the first thing that struck me about Lauren Jareggi was how confident she was. That I thought was really nice. Although hopefully it doesn't get too far. Very nice, but a few moments that need to be worked out. But I was very happy with her. So go on, Lauren Jareggi.
Yep, pretty good.
Yes.
Sure, she'll be here for a bit.
I just hope the confidence doesn't, because there's a fine line between confidence and arrogance. And so far she's on the good side of it, but I hope she doesn't cross to the other side like Dylan already is.
Andy and Emma.
Hold on, I'm coming, and he might be going. This
he gone. He's gone.
Oh yeah. I mean, especially with two couples going home next week and him being the worst of the night. He and Corey were tied for the lowest score. It was your just classic dance that was bad. Knew it was bad, but he's quite lovable. The one thing it made me accomplish, though, I really miss Reginald VelJohnson. I'm sorry. We all have, all three Reality Hour hosts, and Matt, please share your favorite bad dancer in the comments. Adam's is Carol Baskin. Eric's is The Waz. Mine is Reginald VelJohnson. And maybe David Hasselhoff.
Let's talk about your contestant.
Hilaria. Yeah, you two gave me such a hard time for picking her over Corey. Corey was terrible. Hilaria was the best girl of the night.
Better than Whitney?
Yes.
Wow.
And she was tied. She actually had sole possession of third because there was a tie for number one. Let's Get Loud. I really did not want to see Gleb back, but I knew Hilaria was going to have potential. She's a former dancer. She's a yoga instructor, so she's got flexibility. But, I mean, again, she isn't that popular, but she was really good, and she should go further than I think she's going to. Like, I'm not saying she's going home this week with the double elimination, but she's not going to be here for very long. They're going to present her elimination like it's a shock, even though she just clearly doesn't have a lot of support. You don't have the votes. You don't have... Okay, no, my life is not a Hamilton. Can we please Can we just ditch Wicked Night and have Hamilton Night instead?
But you know who will have the votes?
Oh, my God.
The winner.
Don't go there. It is not over. It is not over until it's over.
I hate to tell you, Grace.
It's not over.
Robert and Whitney doing the jive with a lot of homages to Bindi's.
Oh, yeah. So let's see. I'm going to draw comparisons between Robert and Bindi right now, besides the fact that they're siblings. And first of all, they have a much closer relationship between brother and sister than I think I've ever seen. I don't know anybody who loves their older sister as much as Robert loves Bindi. I don't.
Tell me what you thought.
Huh?
Tell me what you thought. Okay,
so they're both the youngest contestant of their season. They both have a blonde partner. They both had a jive week one. And Robert is 100% a legacy cast. He should not be here. But this was easily the best dance of the episode. It was clean, fun, very difficult, and he pretty much nailed it. He got over 1 million views on his performance on YouTube. Nobody else even cracked like 300,000. So a lot of people online are already saying that it's game over. He's going to win. And I am not convinced. Nobody has ever won this show the first week. This is not America's Got Talent.
Would you be surprised if he did win, though, Grace?
No, I mean, not if he keeps up, not if he stays on the trajectory that he's been on. Because Bindi
He's
was
been on. It's been
consistently
1 week.
It's one performance. What if he sucks on Tuesday night?
I don't think he will. If not him, then who?
I don't know, but like Bindi, I know I did not support Bindi's win. I still don't support Bindi's win, but she was consistently very good. She was always either highest in the leaderboard or at least close if she wasn't. I can't say Robert's going to do that after 1 week. What if he gets a rump? Actually, I don't think he has a rumba this week, but what if he's a total clunker? It could happen. He could completely just disappoint us entirely.
I don't think
And leave
he
us
will,
all
though,
very
Grace.
sad.
It could happen. I don't think it will, but
It's not over. It is not
over.
over until it's over, and it's not over until November 25th.
Who's going home next week?
Well, here's the fun part. Tuesday night, first of all, the theme is One Hit Wonders, which has the potential to be so fun. And 2 people are going home. So I know Matt's prediction, he already commented, was Andy and Baron. I would rather see Corey go home than Andy, but wouldn't it be hilarious if Eric lost his entire team the first week?
That means you and I did great jobs with like picking it.
Well, to be fair, Eric picked Andy Richter before either one of us even started. Because he really just doesn't care. Which is fine. I mean, he's not watching. There are rumors that Andy's going to drop out because of the Jimmy Kimmel controversy that I don't want to go into, but he's going home he's probably going home soon anyway, so I think it'd be pointless. And allegedly they're reaching an agreement. But again, don't want to get into that. Double eliminations are always hard to predict with Dancing with the Stars because they have another dance that they haven't done yet. So if Corey or Andy comes out and actually has a really good week, they could save themselves. Now, if they both suck, one or both of them are probably going home. I don't know I'm not entirely convinced both will go home, but somebody else who got a 10 out of 30 could suck and their votes just couldn't be there. So we shall see.
All right. The week ahead, what do we got? What's going on?
Okay, so the theme is One Hit Wonders, which again, so fun. Although I have a friend who I shared the song list with, and they said like they only like 3 or 4 songs, the rest just annoy the crap out of them, but that's called One Hit Wonderdom. The opening number is To Gonna Make You Sweat, better known as Everybody Dance Now. Burr, burr. No, we're not getting copyright strikes here. There's also a troop numbers are I Like to Move It and Lady Hear Me Tonight. I don't know the second song.
Is that the one from Madagascar?
I Like to Move It is yeah, it's in Madagascar, but also Julianne did that song with Apollo Anton Ono back in season 4. So can she be in this number? I still think, though, that when the Derek dance comes up, since his wife is pregnant, it should be him and his sister. That would be great. Anyway, the couples dances. Jen and Jan will perform a quick step to Take On Me.
I like it. I can dig it.
You get that song a lot, too. Hilaria and Gleb will perform a tango to What Is Love? I was about to say no singing, but I'm already singing. Too bad. Jordan and Ezra will perform a jive to Maniac from Flashdance.
There was a lady who did it on the show a few seasons
Justina
ago.
did it back when they did an 80s night.
That's pretty fun.
Yes.
Right.
Baron and Britt will perform a samba to Return of the Mac. Get him what it is, what it does, what it is, what it is. No, not that one. Not that one. The one from the 90s. Alex and Val will perform a jive, not a mambo, to Mambo number 5.
Okay.
These 2 deserve to go home just for 1 being a douche and 2 this song. Dylan and Daniela perform a samba to the Macarena.
The literal Macarena?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Please let them go home. Corey and Jenna will perform a cha-cha to Baby Got Back, which might give me nightmares.
What are these songs?
They're one-hit wonders, is what they are. Or maybe Corey just likes big butts. I don't know. Oh God, before I move on, have you ever seen the SpongeBob Burger King commercial where it was I like square butts? And I cannot lie.
Let's just keep it moving.
Okay, I'm gonna have to send you that after the show. Danielle and Pasha will perform a cha-cha to This Is the Rhythm of the Night. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no Rick rolling and no 1,000 miles, although I did hear a story about Vanessa Carlton recently. Apparently she is not a good person. But that's a different story. That's a story for another day. All right. Elaine and Alan will perform a jive to Hey Mickey.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, Mickey, you're so fun. Scott and Riley will
You're the
perform a
one who's sending us
cha-cha.
the copy.
I know, seriously. Scott and Riley will perform a cha-cha to Blue Dabba Dee. Dabba Die.
Love that one.
Yes. And if their costumes are not blue, I am going to call the show and riot against the costume designers.
Full Blue Man Group.
No, not that extra. Robert and Whitney will perform a tango to Move Your Feet, which is a weird tango song, but whatever. Move your feet and feel united. Lauren and Brandon are once again not doing a song by Fifth Harmony. They are doing a foxtrot to Love Fool by the Cardigans. Love me, say that you love me. You've definitely heard that song before. Whitney and Mark will perform a cha-cha to Play That Funky Music, White Boy. And last, Andy and Emma will perform a tango to It's Raining Men. And yes, Matt, Tony Basil did stop by Elaine and Alan's rehearsals. I got to see those photos on the Instagram.
All right,
since nobody uses Twitter anymore.
You've made your predictions for who's going home this week. Who's going home for One Hit Wonder Week?
Well, again, that's 2 people.
Oh, so it's like it counts for both.
Yes, they're going to combine the scores and the votes from this past week with Tuesday night, and 2 people are going home. And I can't say for sure. Like I said, I want to say Corey and Andy, but usually when I predict double eliminations, I only get one right.
Can we talk about the themes for the season?
Sure. So that has also been announced on the official podcast. We are unofficially official, but we're awesome. We're better anyway. So Thursday with the winner of last season, whose name we don't mention. So the themes, we've got the season premiere was this past week. Then we've got One Hit Wonders Night, TikTok Night, which sounds totally stupid.
Hope we get the Weatherman.
There once was a ship that put to
This
sea.
is what you're doing, Grace.
Somebody has to do that one. And then we go into October. We start with Disney Night, and this is a celebration. This year is the 70th anniversary of Disneyland.
Do you think we get Little Wonders?
I don't know, but there's actually ABC is showing a 2020 special celebrating 70 years of Disneyland. I still have never been there, but apparently Disney World is better anyway. And then we have Dedication Night. Another theme I'm not excited for, Wicked Night. I have lobbied for a Broadway night on this show for so long, but like I am so over the whole Wicked craze. Plus, I don't like Ariana Grande, but I'm just so sick of Wicked. And then closing off October with the typical Halloween night. Into November, we've got Rocking. I'm sorry, what was that?
I like that. No, I like Halloween night.
No. Halloween night is a given every year. Then we go into November, we've got Rock and Roll Hall of Fame night, which has the potential to be either really good or really bad. The November 11th is the 20th birthday party episode.
20.
We might have to get some party hats. I don't know. Adam and I will go to the dollar store and get some party hats. And then the semifinals is also Prince night. And November 25th, which is the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, as is typical, will be the 3-hour finale. And one of us will win the draft. One of these 14 couples will win the show.
It's going to be me. It's going to be me. I'm going to win the draft.
Sure, Jan.
All right.
Alrighty. And that's all she wrote, folks.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll be back next week.
Yes, maybe. I know Adam's got his Rosh Hashanah this week, so Happy New Year, first of all.
Thank you.
I am not Jewish, so I am not celebrating, but I am actually. So I started martial arts over the summer, and I am doing my first belt test on Wednesday night for my white belt with a yellow stripe.
Ooh. What's
So
like the test? What do you have to do for the test to get it?
I have to like just demonstrate a bunch of like techniques and stuff that we've worked on in classes. I've got the whole list, but hopefully I will pass this one. And maybe one day we'll get to a stage where I can beat you or Eric up.
I was a blue belt when I was like 10. That matters for anything.
I know, I mean, Preacher Lawson from AGT, he does jujitsu, which is a grappling sport. It's closer to wrestling. Now he's a blue, but in jujitsu, when you're an adult, you go from white straight to blue. So it's kind of hard to say, but he does talk about it sometimes in his Instagram and TikTokies.
All right. Well, I hope you guys have a good week.
Thank you.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.